Hi, this is Peter again from Sprinkler Magician, and this is video number 5. I think it's the last one for now at least. And in this one, we're going to cover how to set the machine up in the manual mode. Now, if you recall a couple of videos back, I showed you in the advanced menu how to set the machine up for manual application as opposed to the preset mode. And again, just to reiterate, this is for probably the 2% of customers that might have very large properties or irregular shaped zones where one zone is very tiny and one is very big, or they have a very long run where they need to keep the sprinkler on longer to purge the lines of concentrate or fertilizer or so on. So anyway, it's all covered earlier, but this is where I'm going to tell you about how to use the manual mode. So again, we go into the menu, then we, in this case, are going to click treatment, and so we're going to go now. This is a new thing that wasn't there before, set pest ounces. Okay, so in here you're going to tell the machine for every single zone how many ounces of concentrate you want to apply. Now see, we turned off zone 2, so it's only zone 1 and zone 3, but let's say this is a big monster zone and we want to put 3 ounces in zone 3, but in this case zone 1 is smaller, we only want to put 1.5 ounces. So we can do that with this manual mode. Okay, now the second menu, there's only 2 menus that change, by the way, is the pest zone time. So what does that mean? That basically means how long are we going to run the zones when we're doing this application. Okay, it used to be automatic, but now it's not. So we can say, well, zone 1 is very close to the injection point, so we're actually just going to run it for, I don't know, a minute. But zone 3 is like a 200-foot run, so we actually feel like we need to run that for, let's say, 3 minutes for argument's sake. So now you see we've saved that. So now the point here is that through doing this manual mode, I'm going to go back to the home screen. Everything's going to look the same here, but the machine now is not running off its own algorithm. It's running off the settings that you put in, specifically telling it how many ounces to inject into each zone and how long to run the valve on each zone. Every zone is configurable separately. That's the whole point here. Okay, so that's the manual mode, we call it, which is the manual setup mode, really. There's also this manual, which is just you running the machine manually. Okay, it's a different thing. I'm talking specifically about being able to set the machine up to do very specific amounts of concentrate and run times for every single zone separately. Okay, again, very seldom needed, but if you have a property that has some, let's say, irregularities, then this manual setup is very handy. Okay, so I think I've covered all that, but it'll run exactly the same. But you see it's running 1 minute on this zone, and if I skip it, you'll see now it's gone up to 3 minutes for this zone. If you remember, that's what I programmed in. Okay, all right, well that's it. I'm probably going to make more videos, but this is number 5 of 5.